guys, Mac here, bringing you another Nintendo Box video, and today we have a discussion with Benny, and we're going to be covering the Nintendo Direct that me and Benny literally just watched about 3 minutes ago. So first, let's get straight into it, and first let's cover the new 3DS announcement. That's out there, it's been announced, and it also showed off the Xenoblade Chronicles 3D, which is of course just the 3D remake of it, exclusive to the Nintendo new 3DS. So what did you think, Benny?
Oh yeah, it's looking pretty good, although it looks a little bit pixelated.
Yeah,
Xenoblade,
it's a bit of a graphical downgrade from the
yeah.
Wii, but
I
oh well,
mean,
it gives us another way to play it.
yeah, I mean it's to be expected because I mean literally the screens are almost the same when it comes to new 3DS and stuff. So it's really just because of how many pixels there are on screen. But I think it's gonna look pretty good actually on the 3DS. It looked kind of meh, I think, because we had it like full sized. But when you actually have 3DS in your hands and stuff, I think it's gonna look fine.
Yep, I'm fairly hyped for it. It's solely because I can buy it at a normal price and not the what like 50, £60 people want you to pay for it now, and then you're gonna have to buy a new controller to play it with as well. So yeah, I'm really excited for that. And also the new 3DS on a whole looks pretty cool. And although I won't have enough money to buy it at launch, I will have enough money to buy it eventually, and hopefully before I go on holiday to America in like Easter time. So hopefully I have enough money by then, and I can play that when I'm away. But let's move on to the big news that I know you want to talk about, Benny. That's Zelda. So the new 3DS actually did get a custom kind of yeah, it's a limited edition new 3DS, and
Yeah.
that is the Majora's Mask one, which looks awesome. I have to say myself, I'm going to be getting a normal size new 3DS, but Benny,
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get the big one just because, man, it looks so awesome. It's golden, and usually Europe doesn't get really the golden Zelda games. That's only a thing in the US. So
mhm,
it's almost weird that they did that. I kind of expected Europe to maybe give us yeah something a little bit more dark, but obviously that looks freaking amazing. And
I think
Majora's Mask is one of my favorite games, so I'm really looking forward to what they did. But
yeah.
I gotta say something right now. Um, they didn't really say anything about what they changed, or they
Oh, they've been talking a lot about that just randomly though, haven't they?
no, it kind of got leaked on Amazon DE and stuff, but they really
Yeah, and
didn't.
then they've been talking about it. It was in like Games Master, the UK magazine, I believe. They were talking about the Bomber's Notebook, and that's just been kind of leaked over time, and it's
Yeah,
kind of been slowly dribbled out. And I'm really excited for this game because I've never played Majora's Mask. I know it's one that a lot of people really love, so I'm just excited to play it for the first time.
yeah. It's also kind of weird that they didn't show what the game like kind of does on the new 3DS different than what it does on the old one,
Yeah, yeah.
because it's a game that obviously does something with that. So it's kind of weird. Like I need to go on that website later and see what they if there's any info on that.
hmm
Um, but yeah, Majora's Mask obviously looks great on the new 3DS. Can't wait to play it.
Yeah, it looks really, really cool. And on top of that, some other Zelda news, which we didn't actually get in the European live stream, but I just went on a Nintendo news site, and it's come up. So you also get to play as Tingle in the Hyrule Warriors Majora's Mask DLC. So I'm not sure if it's in the Majora's Mask one actually. Maybe my bad there. But in the Hyrule Warriors DLC, which is pretty awesome for you fans of Tingle out there. But let's move swiftly on because there's a lot to cover. And let's go on to a new Fire Emblem game which we saw, which we were fairly certain was Shin Megami Tensei Cross Fire Emblem at
Yeah,
first. But it looks awesome. Like, neither of us have played Fire Emblem Awakening. I don't think either of us have played a single Fire Emblem game, have we, Benny?
no, not really. But
No,
well,
but it's a series that I really like the look of, and as soon as I get a 3DS, I reckon it'll be the first game I'll get.
oh yeah.
So I'm really looking forward to this new game as well, on top of Awakening, because I know a lot of people loved Awakening, and this is sure to gather up a lot of hype.
Yeah, and I don't think we saw like any of the old Fire Emblem cast.
No, no, this is a completely brand new cast as
Yeah,
well.
so that's really exciting because usually we have like Marth and stuff who comes back from all like who is in almost every Fire Emblem game. So this is pretty exciting, and I also
Yeah,
really like the designs of the characters.
Yeah,
characters.
yeah. Well, I know that there's a few different timelines as far as Fire Emblem goes. It's one of those game series where it's a Nintendo game series that I know loads about, loads more than I should, seeing as I've never played a game. Um, but I know there's a few timelines, so maybe this is a new timeline, which would be pretty cool. Um, yeah, maybe it's a continuation of Awakening, like years later. We don't know, but it hasn't even got a title yet, guys, or a date. It's just called Fire Emblem Working Title, which, of course, Nintendo love to do that. They love to give us the vague working titles.
Oh yeah, but I guess it's cool until they find really a fitting
Oh yeah,
title. Yeah, I'm really excited for that. Looks
it
awesome.
does. And as much as Xenoblade Chronicles 3D didn't look particularly smashing as far as the aesthetic goes, this game looks absolutely stunning. And it's what Nintendo do best. It's getting that kind of distinctive art style that makes it look amazing. It looks a lot like Fire Emblem Awakening in their art style, but this game, like, it's jaw-droppingly beautiful.
Yeah, it looks pretty amazing, and I mean, we thought it's gonna be a Wii U game. Like, what the
Oh
heck?
yeah, so that's how
That's
it
so
looks.
crazy. The cutscenes in that game really look amazing. So
Oh
yeah.
yeah. Absolutely stunning. And apparently it's set to feature a new combat system and a new kind of expansion upon the normal systems that are in it now. So that's exciting. And let's move swiftly on to Amiibos, which we got loads of information about actually. We got information about the new Smash Brothers Amiibos, so there's quite a few of those coming, Benny. I think it's, I forget how many.
I think
I
six, like a
it's
few, six.
6 new Smash Brothers amiibos.
Yeah.
It's Robin, Lucina, Wario, Charizard, Ness, and Pac-Man, and they all look pretty cool. So they'll be coming out in April. And then, slightly surprising, although this was almost always a guarantee because Mario Party is coming in the first half of this year, that is that there is a Super Mario series of amiibos that is coming out, and that features your regulars Mario, Luigi, Bowser, Peach, Yoshi, Toad. And they get a big improvement. Like you said, Benny, Peach massively improved here.
Yeah, definitely. It looks way more stylized, a little bit more like, yeah, just more colorful
They
overall.
look they look more like more Mario, whereas the other ones looked more Smash Bros.
Exactly,
I
yeah.
don't know how else to describe it. Like they're more cheerful. Apart from Yoshi, who was very cheerful in Smash Bros. As well. But you know,
Yeah.
yeah, they look very cool, and actually, they're a bit chunkier and a bit more, I don't know, yeah, colourful. And Bowser's is the one that like really stood out to me. That is one that looks far better, I think, as the Super Mario amiibo. So I'm looking forward to maybe getting that one because that one looks really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, they all have a very cool look to them. They aren't just like copied and done again.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
really have some other colors, so it looks really
Yeah,
good.
I like that a lot. I like that a lot, and the integration into Mario Party 10 is it's good, if not amazing. So you get boards for each character you scan in. Is that not correct? And it
Yeah.
unlocks a new mode called Amiibo Party, which I'm as, I'm quite confused at. Benny, you seem to think that
Uh,
you can just play on it yourself, right?
yeah, I think that's it. Like, an amiibo just unlocks a level, but only the Super Mario amiibos. So you get like 6 extra levels if you have all of them, and then you're just gonna play like with the amiibos themselves.
Yeah,
So
like that is what would make sense to me, but to me it looked like it was a separate mode where only your amiibos could play, like it was automated,
but
but I'm not.
that doesn't make too much sense. I mean, Mario Party is all about playing yourself and
No,
stuff.
I
So
know. I like it. It doesn't make sense to me. What would have been really cool is it's not something that we're getting. Is even if they didn't want to put a proper online mode in, you could like train up your amiibos in Mario Party somehow, and then have those like go against each other in a Mario Party game. I would have enjoyed that online. I would have enjoyed that. That would have been cool.
yeah.
But that's not what we're getting, guys. So
Although, yeah, that would be too similar to Smash Bros. So I kind of like that they go with different ideas
yeah,
for
yeah,
the
yeah.
games.
Um, And also, we got officially announced something, which is actually a bit surprising that it's come so soon, and in the way that it has, that we saw about a week ago, and that is Puzzle and Dragons. Both Puzzle and Dragons Z, or Z if you're from America, and also Puzzle and Dragons Super Mario Bros. Edition. And these will actually come in a bundle together, which is something that shocked me and you by the sound we were making. And it's something that might actually lure me in, guys, because it seems like a good idea. And if it comes as a budget game, like those two bundled together as a budget game, then this is a game I could see myself getting. I really liked the RPG elements. What did you think, Ben?
Yeah, I mean, it kind of looks more like a mini game almost that you would play on a handy, and I think they kind of, yeah, that's where the series originated.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, it's originally a mobile game.
I'm still not sure about like how much depth the game has, but since it has a lot of RPG elements, it could really be an amazing title, especially now with the Super Mario Brothers skin on it,
Mhm.
or yeah.
I really think so. And it just, that Super Mario Bros. Edition has so much charm. God, that is,
Yeah.
it's really cool. I like it a lot. Yeah, so I could really see myself delving into that game. And if you get two games for the price of one, then more power to it, and that's awesome. They didn't actually cover Kirby and the Rainbow Curse in the European Direct, because if you don't already know, then that's getting delayed until the second half of 2015 for us in Europe, which is annoying, and it's a big gripe, and hopefully it doesn't affect any of the other games. That's all I'm hoping here.
I didn't
But
even know that. What? All
God,
right.
if it pushes like Star Fox or another game back, then I'm gonna be so annoyed.
No, I don't think
Jeez.
so.
I hope not. I really hope not. But in the US, it's got a release date of February 20th. If you're interested, guys. So that's that. And what else happened, Benny? We got some
Oh,
new announcement for 3DS games, didn't we?
what else was there, man? It was so packed. It's crazy.
It was crazy. Oh, there was that Match 3 Pokemon game, Pokemon
All
Shuffle,
right, yeah.
the free to play.
Yeah, that one looks a little bit too simple for me, honestly. I'm not one of those people who like those games.
Yeah.
Mm, similar to
That
Candy Crush or whatever.
That
But
one was very much Candy Crush, wasn't it? Whereas
yeah,
Puzzle and Dragons, you could see it was a bit more deep in
yeah, I
its
mean,
gameplay and its elements. That one's free to play. It looked like it had microtransactions in, and yeah, it seemed like far more of a mobile game to me.
it did,
Yeah,
yeah. But
yeah,
I guess for the people who like Pokemon and who like puzzle games, especially, if it's free to play, I mean, you could always check it out, and
yeah,
maybe
yeah.
it's something for you. So, mm,
I mean, like I've downloaded many free to play games and never spent a penny on them. So, as far as that goes, if I don't spend any money on it, then it's a good game, isn't it? Like if I enjoy it and don't spend any money on it, then it's well worth it.
yeah, I mean, it could be good. It's always like we're always speculating on these games, but until you actually play it, you can't really be sure that it's a bad game or just a mini game or whatever.
Oh yeah, that's it. It's literally just speculation.
Yeah.
And also we saw another game which was exclusive for the 3DS, and that was what they finished the direct on itself, and I can't remember the name of it. They were working. It's a game that they're
Oh
working with
yeah.
some indie developers on. Can you remember the name?
I don't know. It was this shooter game, kind
Yeah,
of
it was
this
like a
third.
third-person shooter. It was
Yeah.
reminiscent of Gears of War to me.
It looked kind of like that, but well, it really didn't look that amazing to me. It looked more like a
No,
budget title almost. Um, I'm not really too interested in it, although they said that they really focused on particularly like using the C stick of the 3DS or the new 3DS for aiming.
yeah,
And
I didn't understand that because they were like, oh, now we can use the new 3DS to make this game really good. And then they were like, but of course, play it on the old 3DS too.
yeah, so we'll see how it is. I'm not so
Yeah,
sure about that
I
one.
don't know, but that's also free to play, so it's interesting that they're experimenting with these kind of models, and as long as they do it with these smaller games, then long may it continue. And I think it's cooler that they're actually working with indie developers than anything else.
Oh yeah.
to be
Yeah.
honest, to do with the game itself. I think that's the far cooler element.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And one other thing that I think was pretty cool, although it was really weird, was this Wii U game. That
Oh yes,
four-player
yes.
Wii U game from Bandai Namco. I don't know what it was called. I think it was something with
Treasure
Treasure
Hunt.
Hunters, something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Like we didn't saw anything, but the trailer for it was pretty funny because it tried to be
We
really
didn't see
epic.
anything. We saw a developer talking, and then occasionally there'd be an effect where it like repeated and it went in on him.
Yeah, that was like
And then
so
we'd see like
cheesy.
6 faces like pop up and then go back.
It was one of the funniest things. Oh
But that's
man.
also a free to play. So
Oh yeah, that's right.
yeah,
Yeah, they really tried to get into that market.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but well, we'll see how it turns out. I'm pretty excited for those games. Just because they are free, you can always try them out. And if you
Mhm.
don't like them, just uninstall them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I totally agree. It's no risk with those, so that's always welcome as far as I'm concerned. And if I enjoy it enough, then maybe I can spend a bit of money on it. I'm not going to bankrupt myself, but it's always a possibility. And who knows? Maybe it's a good game. Bandai Namco generally are a really good publisher and a really good developer. So let's be hopeful. And I'm glad that they've got this relationship with Nintendo now, where they're making a lot of stuff with them.
Mhm.
So there's that, and there's also the Mario versus Donkey Kong game that we saw at E3. It's now got an official name, Tipping Stars, I believe,
Yeah.
and it rotates heavily around this concept of tipping other players' stars online to rate their kind of stages that they've made, and then you can buy to make more stages, which I thought was a cool concept, although it's not a game that I'm particularly bothered about.
Yeah, I mean, having such an economical system in a game is always really amazing, and we saw that last with Smash Bros. I mean, that system is pretty good, and yeah, I think that having a system where you get money for making good stages and stuff really encourages the community to make good stages. So it can be pretty good. And yeah, one thing that also was really good was that once you buy the Wii U version, you get a code for the 3DS version, and vice versa. So,
Yeah, that was cooler to me than the game was.
yeah, I mean, I don't know, it looks just like more of the same, honestly. So, I'm not really
Oh yeah,
getting too
I
excited.
just, it's good that Nintendo, because Nintendo are far behind on certain things, and one of them is cross-buy.
Yeah,
So
but
it's good that Nintendo are finally getting properly on board with cross-buy, at least to a certain extent.
yeah, but they already said that the next Nintendo system is gonna have like proper account systems.
Oh,
So,
have they? Well, eventually they'll get there.
yeah, they'll get there. That's for
Yep.
sure.
Yeah. And what else? We saw an awesome trailer for Xenoblade Chronicles X. That looks amazing. That world looks more brilliant every time we see it. More detail. There was that point where he jumped off the cliff on into the like massive sea or lake, and
Mm.
it looked amazing. Some of the enemies in there looks awesome. It's just everything about that game excites me so much, Benny.
Yeah, it's gonna be massive, and that's it can be kind of overwhelming. But what I liked the most actually in the trailer was the environments. Like I think they really try to focus on showing us the world in all the different facets. So yeah, that's pretty amazing. And
Yep.
before we only saw like this jungle area almost, but now we saw like there's lava and stuff. You have crazy forests with like tons of different flowers, and yeah, it was almost overwhelming to see all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I can't wait for that game. It looks freaking awesome.
Oh yeah, I totally agree. It looks insane. It looks so fun. We also saw some more about Splatoon. There's a plaza in it, which kind of, I think it works similarly to the way that PlayStation Home worked on the PS3, which was something that they had once it launched. But hopefully far better than that, because that was something that was kind of screwed up and it didn't really work well. So hopefully it looks better than that, but it's kind of a similar concept. You're all in this overworld, everyone's in it, it's all kind of interconnected. And it's cool, and you spend the money you earn in matches on customizations, which is awesome. I just really like the look of that, and that's another game that every time I see more of it, I want it more.
Oh yeah, the most important aspect I think of this plaza is that everything is really, really well connected. There isn't too much like space to run around in or something. Like you can get from point A to point B really fast, and that's pretty important in such a place. Um, and I really like that. I mean, some games
Oh,
I'm
wait, my Wii U's just popped up with a message now. It's telling me Super Mario Galaxy 2 launch offer 50% off. So guys, that brings us on to the next thing,
all right,
which
yeah, yeah.
is the Wii games are now coming to Wii U, and there were some pretty awesome ones there. Super Mario Galaxy 2, that's 50% off for this first week, so if you want to go and get it right now, you can do. So that's cool. Also, you were excited about Metroid Prime Trilogy,
Oh
weren't you?
yeah, I mean those are 3 games for just $10. Like what?
Oh
That's
yeah, yeah.
crazy. That's
I mean,
crazy.
I'm not sure if that's going to be $10. Was it just Super
I
Mario
I
Galaxy?
think I think all of them are $10.
Oh really?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Oh cool. That's very awesome. And
At least
that
for the first
excites.
week, and then after that 20.
Yeah, yeah. That excites me a lot. Also, what it really excites me is the last story, I think, or maybe it was Pandora's Tower, or both. I'm not exactly certain on that. Are coming over, and they're games that came over at the same time, roundabout as Xenoblade Chronicles, if you remember rightly. They're very Japanese games, and they're the ones that were brought over in limited stock. And now, if you want to buy one of those, a copy of one of those for the Wii, it'll cost you around about £80. So, it's really good that we're going to be able to get it at a cheaper price on the Wii U.
Yeah.
And even more awesome because you can use the gamepad on these games, which is really cool.
Yeah, I would also prefer I would prefer to use the Pro controller, but you could also use that with games that also supports the Classic Controller Pro. So I don't think you can play the Metroid Prime trilogy with that. But yeah, I have a Wii mode right here, so I'm ready. My body's ready. Had to bring that in. Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
man. Although like they didn't include of course they didn't include Xenoblade Chronicles because that's coming out later. But
Yeah,
on
yeah,
the new
exactly. I was
3DS,
like, oh damn it, I wanted Xenoblade
yeah,
Chronicles.
that would like totally defeat the purpose of porting that game to the new 3DS.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm,
I think Super Mario Galaxy 2 is the only one available right now, Benny.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm. Hmm. If I'm not sure if I'm gonna get it.
You know
Maybe.
what's really weird?
Hmm.
Super Mario Galaxy isn't on there, but 2 is.
Yeah, they should
I
like.
know that that's just kind of. I mean, those games are very similar, aren't they?
Yeah, but like I personally prefer one just because of the hub, and yeah,
Hmm.
I don't
Like,
know. They're probably like gonna alone really is gonna make the eShop a lot better, just
yeah,
because you're able to buy Wii games. Also, like they might open up like the possibility for GameCube games, because if Wii games are possible, then GameCube games should also be possible.
that was my first thought.
Yeah,
Like, I saw Wii games and I was like, GameCube games.
yeah, I want them. That
Shut
would
up.
be cool.
Can we just skip back another generation, please?
The thing is, like they for example, instead of putting GameCube titles, the big ones out, like Twilight Princess or anything, or something like that, or even like the Wii version of Twilight Princess, I feel like mm, they might want to save those for HD remakes,
Yeah, maybe.
or for the next handheld as a remake. That's my guess, at least.
Yep, I can imagine. Although there's nothing to say that they can't release Twilight Princess on here as just like not even an up-res, as just like effectively a virtual console release.
Yeah,
And
it is.
yeah, yeah, that's effectively what it is. And and then just release a better version which is remade, on
Yeah.
the new one.
And they also aren't in HD, so they're just like not 720, 480p, like
Yeah,
standard
yeah.
definition. So it's not really HD, but yeah, being able to play them just on the Wii U is pretty good.
Yeah, I'm really genuinely considering getting Super Mario Galaxy 2 because, everyone loves those Galaxy games, and
Except for you.
yeah, exactly.
Oh,
And I'm starting to think that it was maybe I was just like, I, d- I'm hesitant to say too young for Mario, but I obviously wasn't too young for Mario because I enjoyed Sunshine and 64, and obviously, but I never really got into Galaxy, but now could be my chance. And for £9, that's a pretty good deal.
yeah, that's pretty good. Although, like, people say Galaxy One is an easier like beginner's game than Galaxy Two. I mean, they gave you like a DVD with stuff you can do in Galaxy Two for the beginners. So the difficulty is definitely there if you wanted
Yeah.
with Galaxy
I
Two.
mean, also, I like my favorite genre far and above. As much as I love RPGs and kind of action adventure games like Zelda, I really love. My favorite genre by far is a good 3D platformer. Like I love 3D platformers.
Yeah.
I'm not particularly bothered about 2D platformers, which is unfortunately what Nintendo make constantly. But a good 3D platformer is awesome.
Yeah, if you
Like,
haven't played it, I highly suggest that you do
yeah, yeah.
so because it's pretty good. It's pretty good. 9 out of 10 IGN.
Okay. 7.8 out of 10 IGN. Too much water.
Too much space.
Too much
Definitely.
space. Oh my god, that review was terrible.
Yeah. But also kind of funny. It's a pretty cool
Too
joke
much
though.
water. IGN, do you know who owns the water region? Or
Mm, yeah. What else was there, man? There was so much stuff, but
oh, I don't know. There's something else. I think we just about covered it. Oh no, there was the Captain Toad integration of Amiibos, which was that it kind of gives you this hide and seek game once you touch in the Toad Amiibo from the Mario series line, which is okay. Um,
it's
it's not what people wanted, and also we didn't get a Captain Toad Amiibo, which is very disappointing. But oh well.
yeah, it's pretty yeah, but I guess it's a pretty cool bonus. Like, is it in every level now? The kind of Toad?
I think
I
so.
think also so. So it kind of gives you another reason to go back to that game, maybe.
Oh god, you use far too many source then.
I can play it 3 times in a row just to get all the stuff. Yeah. And also one other thing was the Amiibo integration in Codename Steam with
Oh yeah,
Marth,
no,
Lucina.
actually, yeah. How can I forget? That was the coolest amiibo integration yet.
Oh yeah, it's freaking awesome.
So,
Especially since like
so
Codename,
nice that it just puts Fire Emblem characters from Awakening into Codename Steam.
yeah.
I personally thought they looked a bit derpy and stupid, but it's cool.
Yeah, I like them because they look a lot. They kind of redid them a little bit,
Yeah, yeah.
so they don't seem to be that much out of place. But Codename Steam is supposed to be the steampunk world, and they're still like having stuff like a bow or like regular swords. So it's gonna be pretty interesting to see how that shakes the things up in that game. And also like Robin has his Thoron attack. Pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool, and I think that about brings us to the end, unless you can think of anything more, Benny.
What else was there?
No, Monster Hunter 4, but that was Monster Hunter. So it was cool, and if you're interested, there's a limited edition 3DS XL for it, new 3DS XL even, and that looks cool. It's not a game I'm gonna buy, but I think that's about it. So I'm going to say bye, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'm conscious of it running on any longer. And there will be a new Nintendo Node, not this Sunday, but the next Sunday. Also, if you could please check out Benny's channel, that would be awesome. There's going to be a link in the description below to his channel. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Bye!